Hello everybody and welcome to today's video. As I always say, this is a very outdoorsy channel. I like to think it is. And I think it was only a matter of time before we went into the airgun department, genre, whatever you want to call it. As this is also something I enjoy, I guess you could say it's very outdoorsy. So this is the Daystate MK4. We have got on this a Hawk scope. I believe it's a 16x zoom lens on this, and then we have, I'm hoping you can see this, we've got a silencer on the end of this also, just to make this ultra quiet. So as you can see, this is a beautiful looking gun, nice wood finish, polished finish. This is an electric gun, bolt action, 10 magazine, as I'll talk about later on when we're shooting this thing. As you can see, yeah, just overall it's a PCP gun, so it's a gas chambered gun or gas powered gun. How much you get out of a tank, I'm not too sure. Usually about 100 shots, maybe 150 shots, depending on if you want to be on high power, medium power, low power, etc. And then this also electrically counts the shots that you take, as it is an electric weapon as well, which is a key lock on, which is really good and really safe when you store this safely away. Not only can you lock the case in and lock the gun away, but you can also lock it itself. So basically you don't actually have a way of turning the gun on without this key as well, if someone was to break in and say get into the gun safe. Obviously, as I said, it's a beautiful looking gun, and basically we're just going to take a quick look at it. We're going to have a little shoot of it, show you how loud it is, show you how accurate it is. It's only going to be a simple quick video today, just kind of having a first look, showing you basically the gun in all its glory with its stock, and then we're going to do a quick little video just shooting it on some targets to show you the accuracy on it. The accuracy on this compared to my break barrel is next level, effortless. I'm not having to break the barrel, do another shot, or miss, break another barrel, do another shot. It is literally a matter of pop in, pop out to feed the pellets in. So having a magazine of 10 is a hell of a lot nicer than one shot at a time. And also having 2 magazines helps also. So as you can see, the trigger, you can angle the trigger also and change the strength of the trigger. So that's also a nice little feature that I like. So it's angled at an angle for my finger to go in there, instead of it being flat and having to kind of reach around and pull. You just gently pull on it. Obviously the gun's off right now, so that's okay. And then obviously you can see this is how we'll turn the gun on. Obviously with the key turned and it's turned on, and then we can see all the difference. So I can see how many shots I've had on this tank. I can see how much pressure that's in the tank. We're at high power, the voltage also, just in case I need to change the battery out. So yeah, let's move on to shooting this thing to see how accurate it is. So I'm just going to show you how to load one of these magazines. We're using Wasp. They don't seem to be the bestest with this magazine. I don't know if it's down to the pellet itself or whether this potentially needs some oil in it, but you're basically going to take a pellet, drop it in, tap it through, wind it onto the next one. And again. And again. And let's skip to it being done. So as you can see, that is now loaded. So I'm just going to quickly show you how easy it is to then load this into the gun. So right now, we've got our magazine, we've got our gun, and you're wondering how hard it is to load this. Well, firstly, it's magnetic, so that's very nice. Secondly, this is the slot it's going to sit in. We're going to push it in like that. And then if you're to load a pellet, remember the safety is on. Make sure the safety is always on. And then we're just going to place it in, put it down, and now a pellet is now loaded in this gun and ready to shoot once I take it off the safety. So we're on the iPhone mic, as you can probably tell the difference in the mic move over. Got a magazine changed over. We're using the Wasp 1.77. These are slightly curved. They're not completely flat, but slightly curved. So I'm just going to show how accurate this weapon is. So we just drop the magazine in, take it off safety, flip the caps, And let's move over to the GoPro. We're a bit off there. There we go. Right on the bullseye. Nice and smooth bolt action. Sometimes it gets a bit jammed, whether it's down to the pellet I don't know, but you can barely hear this thing. Obviously the camera will probably blow it up a bit, but noise wise compared to a brake barrel, this is next level. Just below the bullseye. As long as we're hitting the middle, I'm happy. But the consistency and not having to break a barrel either is game changer. You can see it was getting a bit stiff then. But I think that is more down to the pellet that I'm using than the actual gun itself. But I could always put a little bit of oil. Another bullseye. Try not to hit the GoPro because it's pretty close to this target. The bullseye. And that is us out, I believe, and this is just a dry fire, so you can hear how quiet it is. Simple as that. Now, on an air gun, it's alright, but on a spring or a gas brake barrel, this is not something that you want to be doing, which is called dry firing. So we've now locked off. The gun is now safe. If I want to get the magazine out, I'll just take the bolt backwards, slide the magazine out. I have to count what magazine it is. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. I thought it was. So it's a 10 magazine, as you can see. So we'll just slot it in and then twist. And then keep going through. And then this is the feeding clip at the bottom. If it wants to focus, this little metal thing. So that's basically just how it's tapping through all the magazines. If I just take the gun and twist it round, what you can see is an LED screen, as this is an electric gun. So we can see, just get it on the camera, power on high power. You see how much pressure we've got in the tank, how many shots we've taken so far in this tank, and also the battery voltage. So yeah, this is the end of the video. It was just a quick look. We didn't want to go too in depth with all the stats and all the features. It's just kind of give you an overview of what the gun looks like, how it shoots, how pretty it is. And yeah, it's another thing that hopefully we're going to move on to with this channel, as well as all the other stuff, including radios, drones, cars, and obviously this also. So I hope you've enjoyed this video. Thank you very much for watching, and I'll see everyone hopefully on the next video.